Heartbreak in Mississippi after more than a dozen tornadoes swept across that state. That happened on Wednesday night. Now, the threat for storms returning today, putting the southern plains right in the crosshairs this time. Now, we're talking about damaging winds, hail, all the biggest threats today. Could see some rotation as well. But as always, as we look to the afternoon and evening, the possibility for those tornadoes extends over a good chunk of Oklahoma today, watching portions of southern Louisiana as well. Getting shots of Oklahoma City there, my friend Michael. It's one of those areas we need to watch closely. It is a quiet start to the day, as you said. Of course, we'll watch for daytime heating, watch for some of these storms to pick up. And it's the area highlighted by Storm Prediction Center that if you were with us yesterday wasn't quite at that level 2. Today it is.
Yeah, I'm thinking that right around, say, dinner time to sunset tonight is going to be our initiation time. So first thing this morning, breakfast, lunch, brunch plans look great. It's around dinner time tonight and your drive home from work that I'm most concerned.
Absolutely, including a good chunk of Interstate 40 right across the state of Oklahoma, all at a level 2. The level 1 goes down to the south. That south extension also looking for the chance for some damaging winds, some hail. Notice Texas as well. There's a little area that's been zipping across portions of Mexico, and that's going to open up and give us a chance for some damaging winds as well as some hail. Look at the intensity for some of the wind gusts. 60 miles plus, and this is a good stretch of real estate all the way from portions of Missouri back into Texas and the southeast as well. And the hail threat, my friend, also significant when you think about large hail. In some cases could be 2 inches in diameter or bigger.
Yeah, and you can see it right there, kind of bullseyed in that darker purple color, and equals the 2 inches in diameter. But I think for the majority of the folks, it's quarter-sized hail.
Yeah.
And that can be destructive as well. So if you have a garage, if you have a carport, not a bad idea to pull the car into the garage or carport tonight.
Yeah, and then the southern extent of this little area that's moving through portions of South Texas also gives us a chance for some of those storms coming off of the mountains of Mexico, bubbling up. Plenty of humidity that starts to pick up. The dew points will shoot up quickly. Taking a look at what we've got, here you go. You talked about it this morning, Michael. It's clear over the areas highlighted with that level 2, 8 o'clock. Daytime heating, some moisture is getting pumped on in, and then look what happens by the afternoon. To your point, these little individual clusters, those little storms, that's the commute home. When those could be a little more rowdy and a little more active till about the early, or I guess I should say late evening, really.
Yeah, I'm thinking, again, after dinner time tonight's going to be that time where you want to make sure that you're just staying weather aware, weather present. I think that by the time we get to the overnight hours, deep into the overnight, a lot of the showers and thunderstorms begin to fizzle and fade somewhat, lose that energy. But again, this afternoon, late this evening, just make sure that you're paying very close attention, and that threat rolls into this weekend.
Yeah, and how about Saturday? It's same for Oklahoma, different section of Oklahoma, but right into Texas as well. Sunday, Texas is in it yet again, so we'll watch closely with you because as you look at the future cast, a lot of this as we go through Saturday, by the way, Michael, is an overnight event Saturday into early Sunday morning. So yes, you see the Saturday threat, but I'd watch for that late in the evening.